Hey everyone, we are here with Last Call to Jonestown. If you don't know them, you need to fucking check them out. Fantastic fucking band out of Detroit. My first time hearing them tonight at Mag Bar, which a lot of you weren't here, so you missed out.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Louisville in the last few years has gotten super busy. I think there's like 6 or 7 other shows going on tonight.
Oh wow.
Quiet Riot and Rat are playing tonight.
No shit.
Yeah.
I do love me some Rat.
So, a lot of people are for sure there. But
For sure.
whatever, like you guys fucking crushed it tonight. We greatly appreciate you.
Thank you.
One, hanging out with me and chatting, and coming to fucking old Loserville to hang out and play some music.
Real quick, you just sparked up a memory. Actually, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're fine.
But you just literally reminded me of something because I used to play in a band that a long time ago opened up for Rat at the Emerald Ballroom Theater in
That
Detroit,
seems fun.
and that was like the biggest stage I've ever played on. It was so cool.
That's awesome.
What year was that?
I can't even tell you. But
Okay.
the band was called Dirty Whiskey, which I think are now New Day Revolution now.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Were you
But
younger?
yep, that was about it.
Were you like a lot younger?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's a good.
No,
that's
he was older.
That's setting the bar pretty.
he was about 10 years older. Like, no big deal.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Curious case of John
Were
Cyril.
you a young then?
He's got
Uh,
Benjamin Buttons. It's just
he's going backwards. He's going to be in diapers
Yeah,
in
but-
like 3 weeks.
like the fact that there's other shows going on. There was still a good crowd here.
Oh, yeah,
We got
big time.
really
100%.
responses, so it's-
You guys turned out.
Yeah.
it's like cool to know that there is a pulse here in Louisville. Like,
Yeah, like, and I call it Loserville, but really, it's a really fucking cool place. It's so
Yeah, I like
centralized, right? It's centralized, so like we sometimes shows miss us. So, but it's within a couple hours drive, right? You can
Yeah.
get fucking almost anywhere. It's like 30 major cities or something
Right.
within like 6 hours.
Yeah.
oh wow.
So-
Yeah. Well, I guess when you put it like that, it's kind of a hub.
Yeah,
You guys got the setup.
yeah, it's pretty
It's
dope.
on the way to everywhere. Then
It literally is. Yeah,
That's not bad.
no, but we've got cool venues like Magbar's been here for a lot of years.
no, this place is great.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
It's accommodating too for bands.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. So other bands come play Magbar.
Down.
I would.
Great
I
venue.
want to come back as soon as
This
possible.
place is tight.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to have you guys back. What was your overall first impression with the city?
Well, I'm like
You
kind of
guys' architecture is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm,
Yeah.
Ridiculous
just-
buildings you guys got
Just
down
driving into the city,
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
and this is coming from someone who looks and sees Detroit every day. But I was wild. I really was.
It kind
Hell
of
yeah.
reminded me of the older, like, old school or, like, more wealthy neighborhoods in Detroit. Like, I don't know what Highland Park area where with the historical buildings that just look very familiar. in
Or like
that
what the
sense.
casinos are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the-
a lot of those buildings.
A lot of the old architecture in the houses, they were all built about the same time,
Yeah.
between Louisville and Detroit. So it's really cool to see. Like, there are a lot of similarities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, if you guys go to the West End,
This bar actually reminds me a lot of a venue in Hamtramck near Detroit called Smalls. Just kind of the way it's
Yes, it
set up.
does.
But this
got the bar
upstairs
in
is
front.
really nice too.
last
You
time
can
I was
tell
at
this is
Smalls,
older
I
here.
saw GBH in 2010.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. And it was so different then. I know now it's different, but then, like, you could literally park on the sidewalk and cops didn't stop to fuck with you at all. Like, when they drove through the area, it was 3 cops riding each other's tail and just flying through.
Yeah, there was a great period of time in and around Detroit that was pretty lawless in that sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not anymore.
No,
They're-
no.
Trying to
Few
get
and
their
far
shit
between.
together. Yeah,
There's still some spots, but it's been
You gotta look for them now.
yeah. You got to actually fucking find them. So, what venues do you guys really like playing at home?
Ooh.
that's
Smalls is a great one. Sanctuary, always accommodating, great place.
Parks and Labor is like our
Parks and
second
Labor,
home.
Yeah.
Lager House. I love Lager
Lager
House.
House.
Yes, Lager House.
Oh yeah, you did you guys play with Belushi the last time they were there going to
Yeah, we
Milwaukee?
We did, yeah.
Yep.
I fucking
Oh, speedball is
Fucking
so
Belushi
fucking awesome.
all
Oh
day.
yeah, they're
So-
so much fun.
We were at the High on Fire show that night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking get over
hell
there,
yeah.
and I'm gonna, at least see a little bit of their set."
Yeah.
And we fucking bolted over there, and like literally pulled up as everyone's walking out. It's like,
Oh,
No.
Yeah, I don't blame people for going to see High on Fire, but that was probably one of the most fun shows I've done. In like
Oh,
10
absolutely.
years.
Belushi
Oh, it
always
was.
puts on a great one.
yeah,
And
they
there
do.
was still plenty of people who turned out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
That was a good one.
everyone had a good response that night.
hell yeah. Golly, Lager House. Detroit has really come a long
We
way.
actually did a
Mhm.
stupid that night, and because we set up lights in the venue so we could hook it up to a board that night. And in the midst of me setting all that up and these guys helping me do that, we forgot and left our merch in front of the stage. It's a couple people did snag some merch out of that box.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
Vinny
even know.
pointed it out like halfway through their set, and we're like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
I
no.
can't believe we did that!" But it was
Hey, someone got
notable.
some free shirts. A good
Yeah.
time.
Hopefully, it wasn't too
You're
much.
welcome.
Oh, no, not at all.
Dickheads, don't steal from fucking
It was
bands.
worth
Yeah, that shit's not cool, bro.
Message our Instagram, and I'll give you my Cash App, dude.
I don't even have
Thanks.
one of the shirts.
That's fucked. So, how long have you guys been together as a band?
Us four, I think we've been together for 2 years now.
Well, I joined
Well,
the band
Eric's new,
about
but-
a year ago. I joined the band about a year. Yeah, I joined the band about a year ago, give or take. But no, they've been around for a while before that.
Okay.
It's definitely it's a very fun band to be in. I've done multiple bands over the last 10 years, but no, there's some good guys.
Hell yeah. Looks like you guys had a lot of fun on stage tonight. The crowd really fucking enjoyed you.
No, no, Magbar knows how to mix a band. It sounded fucking excellent.
Yeah, so Bale is he's in a band called She. It's like on the back of his jacket is their fucking logo. She is fucking fantastic, dude. They're such a good band.
Hell yeah.
They're actually getting ready to play with High on Fire here
Oh shit, it's awesome.
Nice.
2 weeks
yeah.
from tonight.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a good show.
Absolutely.
What bands got you guys into playing music?
Into playing music as a band, collectively. So
I like Kiss and Slayer.
Yeah.
Tom Waits kicks ass.
Okay, that's a good fucking variety there.
I love me some Tom Waits. But I would say personally in this, I try to put a lot of SNFU
Oh yeah,
into this band. It's like, because they are a punk band, but they have a lot of technical,
oh yeah. They've
Like,
got a lot of other
where they follow
influences there.
theoretical things.
Hmm.
Technical prowess, if you will.
Yes, there we
There
go.
we go. I like big words like prowess.
Mhm.
I want to ask me the definition.
I want to say I'm somewhere between Avenged Sevenfold and Velvet Revolver.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
I do love
Oh,
Scott
at its
Weiland.
moment.
That's a really tough question, to be honest. I mean, I also like to listen to a lot of variety of music. I was gonna jokingly say it, but it's kind of serious. Guitar Hero probably got me into music more than actually listening to bands, because I can enjoy music all I want, but like that showed me I had finger dexterity.
Hero almost killed it for me.
Dude, I mean, I've
stop playing Guitar Hero when I was in high school. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, didn't you
I
used to
should
be
be practicing.
taking my own practice.
didn't you used to be the front man of
no.
Nickelback?
Depending on who you ask, it's either that or Soundgarden.
how you remind me was in Guitar Hero, wasn't it?
I don't
Oh,
remember
great.
it. That might have been Rock Band, but no,
Come on, Chad. You can do it.
I've been more of a guitarist. This is the first band I've done vocals in.
Okay.
But I guess for vocal influence, probably like Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. I mean, that's usually what people tell me. I sound like I love that shit. I mean,
He's a fucking performer, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. A lot of people shit on them, but they
I
are
love
they
it.
are fucking
no,
performers.
I love that shit.
You know.
Absolutely.
Did you guys go see
No,
the?
they are.
Did you go see the Ashes
Like,
of the
I was gonna
Leviathan
say,
last
Oh.
weekend?
We had a show that out in Fowlerville. So unfortunately, we
Fowler, Tucky.
Yeah.
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 Where'd you guys play it? The Bloated Goat?
It's it's an MC club.
Oh, you said
Oh.
no. We were at Fowlerville in Michigan.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Fowler, Tucky. My sister
Oh,
lived.
you call it Fowler Tucky.
Yes.
I picked up on that.
Yeah.
No, it's you're not wrong. No,
No, not
yeah,
at all. I've been
I
drunk in
wanted
the
to-
bloated goat there, fucking on the main drag a number of times.
No, trust me. I was waiting to go to that Ashes of the Leviathan tour for like 2 months, and then I was like, oh well, we got a gig.
Yeah, I almost went, but we had too many other things going on that I was like, okay,
Yeah.
probably not this time.
I still have not caught Lamb of God yet. I have seen Mastodon
I
with
have.
Gojira.
Lamb of God is
Jealous. I'm
great.
jealous.
So is Mastodon,
It's like
but-
they're my biggest vocal influence, but have not caught them. But I've seen hundreds of other bands.
You should
so it's-
that is an absolute. Like,
oh,
if
I
they're
know. It's
like
yeah.
that kind of depresses me a little bit that you
Oh,
haven't seen
it
them.
just- trust me, it depresses me.
Like,
I'm
shit.
It feels like dirty and wrong. I'm like, this is my influence, but I need to see him. It just has not lined up yet.
Yeah, it will.
It will.
We're doing
There's still-
the fucking Headbangers boat.
Oh shit.
That'll be dope.
Okay. I don't
When
know
and
so
where
much
is
about
That it leaves Miami and goes to Dominican Republic and back.
Oh, I have
man.
friends who work on that show.
That sounds like a good time.
Well,
Wait,
so
are you
they
talking
do.
about 70,000 tons of metal?
No.
Oh, it's a different thing. Okay.
So 70,000 tons is like beginning of the year.
Okay.
Headbangers boat is like Halloween. So
Ooh.
I think we leave the 27th or 28th, and then we get back like the beginning of November
That's super cool.
with
Sick.
Lamb of God's fucking headlining that. So that'll be
One day. One day. I can
one
go to
day
something
for
like
sure. I think I hear a Chino.
Yeah.
Is that a
That. Thought I
Chino?
heard him earlier.
It-
There's my boy.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit!
It's last call, motherfucking Jonestown. motherfucker. Goddamn DJ.
Hey, does this guy know he doesn't have a mic and they probably can't hear that?
Yeah, they're like, "What's he saying?"
Oh, you got the thing over there?
Yeah.
Well, I said it's last call, motherfucking Jonestown. And they're from motherfucking Detroit.
The video happens twice.
That's fucking funny. People are like, "Oh shit!" No, like they must have just rewound it. Now he's got sound. All right.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Hell yeah! So you guys did Columbus last night with those dudes in Supreme Mystic. What was that like?
It was actually Akron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a fun show.
I slept with all the members.
Hell yeah.
That you did. No, it was a fun show. I mean, every show is fun. I'm not one to pick favorites, but this was probably one of my favorite venues. Right
It was
here.
loud as
It was a
fuck
good show,
in there.
though. I mean, every show
Yes.
was a good show, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, there's one thing you should add. The two bands that played in the middle that was from Detroit and Akron, and the two bands that played in the middle in Louisville and Akron were a bunch of handsome motherfuckers.
I know those Supreme Boys were in the rest of Jonestown, maybe. I don't know about that Chad Kroger looking motherfucker.
That Chad Kroger. We got Chad Kroger. What?
It's you know it's a better day when somebody tells me Chris Cornell and not Chad Kroger.
That's true. That is fucking
So,
true.
Hey man, don't feel bad. I get Johnny Depp or Steve Buscemi, and there's like no in between ever.
I got to like a wrestler recently. I forget his name. I already talked to you guys about that, but I'm drawing a blank on who he said I looked like. But that was a first.
Oh no, brother!
Somebody
Oh,
that died.
hell
Somebody
yeah,
that died in the last few
brother.
years.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like there's been a lot of like wrestling deaths in the last few
there
years.
has been. There's been a lot of deaths in general. Music, wrestling, pretty. We're getting up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the microphone thing.
So no one is.
No, I'm not sure. Like, how far should I stick it up?
Dude,
the
it's-
nose?
Maybe sometimes. We did. Do you guys know the band Finality?
Can't say I do.
Sounds familiar, but
So-
I don't think so.
They're from the Detroit area too. It's
And I should.
Tony Asta from Battlecross. It's like
Oh,
Oh
all right.
shit! Really?
Love Battlecross.
Yeah,
I was
me
Love
too.
Battlecross, yeah.
he sings for Finality.
Awesome.
It was Huron was in it before, and then Tony joined, and then Huron left, and
Well, now I know I'm checking them out.
yeah. Well, so it's probably not what you think.
I'm a man of genre jumping, so
Okay.
I'm sure I'll dig it either way.
I dig it. I think it's cool. It's heavy, but it's in the vein of like power metal.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I like power metal, man.
Me too.
Some good power metal out there.
Yeah. And
feel like power metal is one of those things you got to fish through it a little bit, but there's a lot of good in there.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
like I feel like in every genre there's a lot of good. There's also a lot of bad.
Touche.
Oh, absolutely.
Good point.
You know, so when you find a good band, it's like, okay, what are you guys listening to fucking? Because I want to hear that too,
Yeah.
right? So you find that band and then you start branching off, and you know, like, oh fuck, okay, I dig this too. So what are you guys listening to?
Right now, I've been listening to Polka Dot Cadaver's new album, Echoes from Through the Hellscape. Awesome album. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
I discovered the Barbarians of California.
Ooh, those guys kill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the guys from AWOL Nation. They had a few like
I literally
hits,
thought that.
in the last decade or so. Decided to start a hardcore band.
And it's great.
Rips.
Okay,
It's like-
I gotta check that shit
It's
out
like
now.
Cancer
Yes,
Bats,
same,
but
I mean,
more
that-
angry than Cancer Bats.
Okay.
Faster than Cancer
You
Bats.
probably showed them to me, but there's a lot of bands I need to check out.
Personally, I've been listening to a lot of the Winery Dogs, a lot of Dream Theater, a lot of older Dream Theater stuff, but I love Mangini, I really do. But Portnoy coming back, that's gonna be a big deal.
Oh,
That's gonna-
hell
I
yeah.
can't fucking wait.
I fucked up when they announced him coming back, and I was like, oh yeah, I love Dave Portnoy. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh fuck. Someone goes, who's Dave? And I'm like, oh, Barstool, dude. Like, one bite, everybody knows the rules. I'm like, but I like Mike too. Mike's fucking
Yeah,
a much better drummer than Dave, I'm sure.
and then a lot of Camelot when Roy Khan was the front man. I gotta point that out because my boy Roy Khan can sing me to sleep any day.
You hear that, Roy? Sing him to sleep every
back.
day.
Come back, Roy.
Man, I'm very sporadic. I'll either be on like one obsession, like Faith No More is probably my constant all the time. But let's see, yeah, like Faith No More. I've been listening to a lot of Psycho Stick lately. I don't know that came out of nowhere, but that comedy vein. Devo, all that Ministry. I switch it up. It's hard to say. That's a tough question for me.
Okay. That's good. There's a broad array of music there,
Yeah,
which I think it lends itself to musicians, right? Because
right.
what musician goes, I only listen to,
Metallica.
or
Exactly.
I only play Metallica.
Like for me, it'll be like I'll listen to some obscure.
Listen here, we got two influences in this house, and that's Ozzy Sabbath and Dio Sabbath.
I mean, that will always be true. For me, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to listen to Japanese jazz fusion for the next 3 weeks, and then I'm going to listen to some brutal death metal, and now I'm going to listen to some pop. It's always changing.
So that raises the question: Ozzy or Dio?
Oh, me personally, for Sabbath,
That's two,
Ozzy.
they're both two almost like
Love
separate
Dio.
They're
entities.
very different entities.
I
At
mean,
100%.
exactly. I'm not
have
gonna
laid
say
in their
one's-
own brickwork that
Yeah.
you can't pick one because they're both so fundamental.
No, this is how you
Personally-
break it down, right?
I personally-
Ozzy's good
yeah.
with the evil and dark and stuff,
Yeah.
where Dio had some of that, but he's like soaring over mountains as an eagle, man.
He's almost
He's
more
on the-
like about
flying on the back of a
evil,
dragon
where
and
shit
Ozzy
with his
was
fucking-
almost like
yeah.
more about creating evil.
Mhm.
When you put it like that.
I'm personally a bigger fan of Ozzy Sabbath, but that's not to say that one is better than the other. It's just I like Sabbath with Ozzy, but Dio Sabbath is fucking great as well.
Rainbow.
I mean, Rainbow's fucking awesome.
Rainbow.
Rainbow's awesome.
I think to necessarily make a choice of which one's better would be like saying that the Beatles weren't fundamental.
Mm.
Exactly.
Stones all day.
I don't know, right? Like
I love
I
Stones,
think
but
I
the
think
Beatles
it's
had-
completely different, right? Like
Yeah.
so if we look at Sabbath, I absolutely agree that Ozzy and Dio era Sabbath are two completely different
Yeah.
bands. Their sounds are completely different,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of like in my mind, and I am an Ozzy Sabbath person, right?
Yeah.
In my mind,
Yeah. Same.
you're not going to have Dio Sabbath without Ozzy Sabbath.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the way I
Right.
see it.
So like, and Ozzy really led to a lot of other bands, like influentially with whatever the fuck that word is.
We know what you're talking
Yeah, with Ozzy era Sabbath, right?
A lot of bands came out of that.
I've only in the last few years started to dig Dio Sabbath. I used to not like it. I just couldn't.
yeah?
I couldn't get it, and one day it just clicked for me, and I'm like,
I feel
oh,
like that happens to a lot of people, because you find the Ozzy Sabbath first, and you fall in love with that so much, you learn like, oh, you mean throughout this band's history, this wasn't a part of it. There was no Ozzy.
Yeah, it's a sort of bias.
You like eventually reconcile that and come back around and be like, wait, the Dio.
But it's Dio.
yeah,
absolutely great too.
yeah, because I loved Dio, like his solo shit, Rainbow, right? Like I
And you
really
gotta admire the drive of somebody like Tony Iommi who could be drugged through the mud and like he started his career off with cutting off 2 of his fingers.
Yeah.
And then all that stuff and to have that drive to keep not letting your band die for so many years and like creating different eras of a band that are equally influential is
Tip of the hat.
monumental.
It absolutely is. Like that band, it went through so much shit in its 50 plus years of being around, and the the history they have and the fucking weight that they've just put on heavy metal overall is like second to none. There's not another band that has been as influential. And when you look at any one of the
might
four,
try to argue Judas Priest. I wouldn't make that argument, but I've heard that argument.
I would say absolutely Judas Priest is a close second. And this is just my stupid ass opinion, right? They're a second, but I don't think anyone is more influential than Black Sabbath. You watch almost any interview and Black Sabbath comes up at some point, or they're the band being interviewed is fucking influenced by them. So Judas Priest is great. I love like Rob's got a great voice, and the band as a whole is super solid, but
they're still killing it.
Yeah. Who had the aneurysm or busted aorta a couple years ago? Guitar player Richie Faulkner.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Happened here in Louisville.
Really?
At Louder Than Life. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like last song, they were probably had crazy. Fucking 2 minutes to go in the song, and he felt it. And
that's bad.
As soon as he fucking got off stage, they rushed him to the hospital and saved his life.
Good. Wow. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff I've been hearing about that. I mean, like I remember reading about like Bad Religion and I'm drawing a blank on his name, but I'm pretty sure it was the singer. But how he got
Greg.
Yeah, it totally was him. Then he was playing some other country festival, and he got diagnosed with diabetes, and there was no food at the festival, and he almost died. And it's like a lot of crazy shit like that happens, and it's there's been a lot of close calls for a lot of bands, and it's kind of wild to think about in a sense. I didn't know about that one that you just mentioned. Though that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Des Fafara from Cold Chamber just had a close call a couple days ago too. But you also think about people always think that traveling, being a musician, is something to be pampered, and it's not. There's a weird mental thing that goes behind it.
The opposite.
There's some of that, and it's nice, but
you got to take care of yourself.
It physically takes a toll on you, them and their crews.
Yeah,
because I work in that line of work. I work for a few stagehand companies, and I see what some of these techs go through, and to see how much people go through it physically, mentally. It's a test. Not everybody can do it.
That's the truth, right? And not even the grueling fucking hours, right? Like first one at the show, last one to leave, and you're hustling when you get there, and you're hustling to fucking leave. But the days on the road, away from home, away from everything you fucking know, right? It takes a very special person to be able to do that and live that fucking...
Until you get to the point where that is what you know, and then you can adjust accordingly.
Right.
Yeah, but it again, it's a special person.
Yeah,
I know
everybody can do it.
I know a lot of people who...
Everybody do it.
That's it. A lot of people are like, man, that's the fucking life. I want to do that. and they get out there and they do it, and they're like, "Oh, this fucking sucks."
This is nothing.
Yeah,
what I
they
thought it
see
would be.
the behind the scenes part of it.
Yeah, they think you're fucking living in hotels every night. Shit, you're not.
No,
You're
I mean a lot of times you're sleeping
No, it's
in your
sleeping in the
van. Or you're sleeping in a minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or you
That
meet
he
some cool
did.
people who are like, "Hey, come party at our place."
that's always a nice night.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's not a life for everyone.
Definitely not.
you're not
Okay.
going to be comfortable all the time. That's
Oh,
for
no,
sure.
dude. I'm literally like, I go home. I'm an old man. I go to work. I go work at a seafood department at Kroger's in Southgate, Michigan, and I get up 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning. Get there by 7. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, buy some fish from me. I'll rock. But no, and it's really something.
He's like, I don't really know where I was going with that.
No, I did. I was on something.
I fucking lose it too all the time.
Damn it, Aaron,
Wait till you get my age. You don't have hair or
but-
memory.
No, like even though I get the privilege to get up here with these gentlemen and do what I do when we have our gigs and shows.
Day jobs happen.
I still go home and I put my robe on, my robe of comfortability plus 10, and I have some coffee and I smoke some weed and I just retire. That's my night.
That's not a bad night. You know, like
that's the perfect night for me. Honestly.
yeah. Okay. I'm sure that my phone is about to die. If it hasn't already, we're good.
Thank you for this.
No, thanks. I
It was
appreciate
so
you guys
nice to meet you.
fucking
Dude, thanks for
hanging
having
out and
us.
joining me.
Absolutely.
This is the 100th episode. If you guys didn't know. Yeah. So you guys know I started it in December of last year.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
putting in
cool.
work,
So
man.
you're
You're
Yeah.
grinding. You're
I-
grinding.
I put out about 3 a week, and it's fucking like nonstop.
Yeah, that's tough.
Sick,
Um,
man. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Last Call to Jonestown. You guys fucking check them out.